Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School girls soccer team here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Trinity Hillers. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for today's softball game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbauer.
Trinity taking on Laurel Highlands. Girls High School softball action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Let's set the Trinity batting lineup here in the top half of the first inning. Leading off and catching, number 17, junior Peyton Barr. Batting second and playing second base, number 22, Casey Hott. Hott, the lone senior on this Trinity team. Batting third and pitching, freshman number 21, Marla Ina Bozic. In the cleanup spot and playing shortstop, number 39, Cameron Meyer. Meyer, a sophomore. Batting fifth, another sophomore, the designated player, number 37, Sloan Altman. Batting sixth and playing first base, another freshman, number 31, Ashley Reeves. Batting seventh in center field, number 16, freshman Nicole Van Kirk. Batting eighth in right field, another freshman, Ann Kozak. Batting ninth in left field, number 14, Nicole Pyatt. And batting 10th and playing the flex position, number 38, Kirsten Walther. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, on the mound will be Lauren Speary. Behind the plate, Mercedes Sickles. Around the horn at third, Shelby Michael. At short, Allison Lowry. At second, Caitlin Bricker. And at first base, Haley Rusko. In left field, it's Mia Fuller. In center, senior Danielle Jones. And out in right field, Becca Marinelli. We're back with the first pitch. Laurel Highlands taking on Trinity here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Lauren Sperry finishing up her last couple of warm-up tosses, and we'll get this matchup underway. The Trinity Hillers 2-4 overall, 0-4 out of Section 2 5A play. Sean Gray is their head coach. Joe Pergar, the Laurel Highlands head coach. The Mustangs 1-8 overall and 0-5 in conference play. It's certainly been a tough start for both of these teams so far this season. The lone Laurel Highlands win actually down in South Carolina against North Ohio back on March the 25th, an 11-10 win. And the Mustangs still looking for their first conference win of the season. And Trinity in a similar spot. They also had a spring training trip down to Cocoa Beach, Florida. They won a couple of games down there against Space Coast, Florida, and Letcher County from Kentucky. But since then, 4 losses in the state of Pennsylvania. So they're trying to bounce back here against Laurel Highlands as junior Peyton Barr will step in for the Trinity Hillers. Trinity in their away whites, blue numbers. As Peyton comes to the plate. Laurel Highlands, their traditional home reds. The Mustangs in blue and a little white trim and white numbers on the backs of the jerseys. And the first pitch right down the pipe for strike one. Lauren Sperry into Mercedes Sickles, the catcher, 0-1. George Bortz calling the balls and strikes today. Our buddy Bill Beener on the bases. And now Bars getting set to take the 0-1. It's a line drive right back of the pitcher, Sperry, for the first outs of this top half of the first inning. So Bars sending a line drive right back at Lauren Sperry. And Sperry for the Mustangs, only a freshman, number 22. And now Casey Hart, the lone senior on this Trinity team, takes ball one outside. Hot, playing second base today for the Hillers. Now Sperry's 1-0. That's a ground ball to second, nabbed down there by Bricker over to first to Haley Rusko for the second out of the inning. So 4-3 there, Hot retired. And that'll bring up the Trinity pitcher, Marlena Bozick. Bozick, another freshman. In fact, the Hillers just 1 senior and 2 juniors in their lineup, a very young team. As they try to rebuild, Trinity actually played for a state championship 2 years ago. The Hillers were also in the WPIAL playoffs a season ago. As we said, a tough start to the 2017 campaign. 1-0 pitch, low and inside. Now 2-0 to Marlena Bozick. With 2 outs and nobody on here in the top half of the first inning. Sperry's 2-0 on the way. This one a line foul on the right side over the hill and out of play. The 4 Hillers losses in the month of April against Albert Gallatin, McKeesport, Thomas Jefferson, and Ringgold last time out. Now the 2-1 on the way. Sperry to Bozick. And that pitch just missing outside as the count moves to 3-1. And with 2 outs and a scoreless game here in the top half of the first inning. Now Sperry's 3-1 right down the pipe and sent foul by Bozick. So we're full at 3-2. A nice sunny afternoon for high school softball action. Game time temperature 75 degrees under mostly sunny skies. And a busy afternoon up here at Laurel Highlands. You can see the track team in the background out there in center field. Payoff pitch on the way and inside for ball 4. So Sperry walking Bozick. So after Barr sent a line drive right back at Sperry and Hot grounded out 4-3, Bozick walks. And that'll bring up Cameron Meyer, a sophomore from the cleanup spot. Meyer wearing number 39, playing shortstop today for the Hillers. With 1 on and 2 outs. Sperry's first pitch to Meyer. Outside, runner going, throw down to second. And the ball dropped there by Allison Lowry, the shortstop covering the bag. So credit Bozick with a stolen base and giving the Hillers a runner in scoring position. The pitch missed for ball 1. So now 1-0 with Bozick on second and Meyer at the plate and 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. That pitch inside as the count moves Was that ruled a strike? Strike put up there on the scoreboard. Scoreboard showing 1-1. So we'll go with the scoreboard. And Sperry's 1-1 here to Meyer. And Meyer now showing bunt, pulls back. That pitch is in there for a strike throw down to third. It's close and ruled safe. Bozick getting underneath the tag of Shelby Michael. So a pair of stolen bases for Bozick. She's now at third and a 1-2 count on Cameron Meyer. And now maybe a correction here. I had it initially 2-1 as well. Scoreboard still showing 1-2. And our home plate umpire, George Bortz, talking over to the Trinity coaching staff. I think they're going to make a correction here. The count at 2-1. And that one sent foul. So now the count should be at 2-2. And with Bozick on third, Meyer at the plate. And the correction made by George Bortz. It is 2-2. That's what I had initially as well. The scoreboard was off, but we'll play on. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there for strike three. So Sperry getting the punch out of Meyer to end the inning as the Hillers leave Bozick stranded. So we'll head to the bottom half of the first inning. Scoreless between Trinity and Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Moving to the bottom half of the first inning, scoreless. Laurel Highlands taking on Trinity. Girls softball action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Let's take a look at the Laurel Highlands batting order. Leading off and playing center field, number 20, Danielle Jones. Batting second in left field, number 28, Mia Fuller. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 7, Allison Lowry. In the cleanup spot and playing first base, Haley Rusko. Batting 5th and catching, number 54, Mercedes Sickles. Batting 6th and pitching, Lauren Sperry. Batting 7th, the designated player, number 1, Amanda Glusica. Batting 8th in right field, number 2, Becca Marinelli. Batting 9th and playing third base, number 15, Shelby Michael. And batting 10th in the flex position, playing second base, number 14, Caitlin Bricker. Defensively, for Trinity, it's Nicole Pyatt in left, Nicole Van Kirk in center, and Ann Kozak in right. Around the horn, Kirsten Walter at third, Cameron Meyer at short, Casey Hart at second, Ashley Reeves at first, Marlena Bozick on the mound, and Peyton Barr catching for the Trinity Hillers here today. And now senior Danielle Jones will step in here for Laurel Highlands as the Mustangs try to get something going here in the bottom half of the first inning. Bozick on the mound, Jones at the plate. First pitch on the way and high for ball one. Bozick on the mound for Trinity, only a freshman. The 1-0 pitch also high for ball two. Now 2-0 to the senior Danielle Jones. Laurel Highlands coming off a 4-11 record a season ago. 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. Count now 2-1. Trinity was 8-9, but qualified for the WPIAL playoffs, losing in the first round to West Allegheny by a score of 9-5. Both of these teams played in AAA last year under a 4 classification system, now in 5A this season under a 6 classification system. That pitch in there for a strike. Count now even at 2-2. And Jones, the Laurel Highlands center fielder, set to go. 2-2 pitch and a line drive on the right side, and that ball is fair. Jones rounding first on her way to second as Kozik retrieves it out of the right corner, and a stand-up double for Danielle Jones to lead off this bottom half of the first inning. Good start for the Mustangs, and that'll bring up another senior, Mia Fuller, the left fielder. Mia stepping in. Her teammates giving her plenty of support in the dugout to our left, and the first pitch in there for a strike from Bozick into Mia Fuller, 0-1. Nice crowd here to our left as well, and plenty of folks watching on top of the hill. 0-1 pitch, and this a line drive. It's fair, yes it is. Down the left field line. Jones will score. It's a stand-up double for Mia Fuller. So back-to-back doubles to start the game. Jones with a run scored. Now the Trinity coaching staff appealing, saying it was a foul ball down the third baseline. It certainly was close. And Sean Gray out talking to our crew of Bill Beener and George Bortz. But the ruling was a fair ball. And Laurel Highlands on top 1-0 now with Allison Lowry at the plate. And Lowry taking the first pitch for a strike. Lowry only a freshman playing shortstop today for Laurel Highlands. So run already across for the Mustangs, nobody out. With Mia Fuller now on second base. 0-1 pitch swing and a miss, strike two. Now 0-2 to the freshman Allison Lowry. Now Bozick ahead in the count, delivers the 0-2. Pitch is low, runner going, throw down to third, and safe at third. Another close play there, but the ruling is Fuller underneath the tag of Kirsten Walther. And a stolen base there for Fuller. So the Mustangs certainly getting the better of the close calls so far in this game. 1-2 pitch high to even the count at 2-2. Haley Rusko due up next for the Mustangs. 2-2 pitch on the way, right down the pipe. That a grounder to third, and the long throw over to first in time there, Walter to Reeves, but scoring on the play is Fuller. To give Lowry an RBI on the 5-3 recorded out. And I'll bring up Haley Rusko. Base is now empty, but 2 across for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Rusko, a junior, playing first base today, and the first pitch from Bozic to Rusko, high for ball 1. So the Hillers stung a little bit here in the bottom half of the first inning. Another ground ball to Walter, over to first to Ashley Reeves to retire Rusko. So another 5-3 out in the field there for the Hillers, and 2 away with the catcher, sophomore Mercedes Sickles, coming to the plate. Sickles, the 5th Mustang to bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. And Bozic's first pitch to Sickles, right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. Now Bozic set again. 0-1 to Sickles, that one well high. Came closer to me than it did to Peyton Barr. Now Sickles digging in again. Bozic's next pitch, high again. Count now at 2-1. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning, and a 2-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Trinity. That one fouled off. And Sickles just got a piece of it. And count even at 2-2. Once again, Sickles digs in. And Bozic set for the delivery. 2-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. So Sickles strikes out to end the inning, but a very productive inning for the Mustangs as they score 2. And after 1, it's Laurel Highlands 2, Trinity nothing here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The Fayette Furnace Company, established in 1920 with over 100 years of combined experience in the industry. They are employee-owned and operated. They take pride in solving your home heating and air conditioning needs. They are the area's oldest and most reliable HVAC contractor. They specialize in creating quality energy-saving comfort for your home by using the most advanced technology in the industry. Along with the Carrier Corporation, Fayette Furnace can put together a system to improve your comfort, save you money on energy consumption, and improve any deficiencies in your existing system. They specialize in green speed inverter technology and split systems, ductless split units, zoning, radiant heat, boilers, hot water tanks, tankless water heaters, and many more applications. Call the Fayette Furnace Company today at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400. Ask for Mike to schedule a free consultation.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Sloan Altman, Ashley Reeves, and Nicole Van Kirk due up for the Hillers here in the top half of the second inning. Laurel Highlands leading Trinity by a score of 2-0 with Danielle Jones and Mia Fuller scoring runs in the bottom half of the first inning for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Now Sloan Altman getting things started here for Trinity in the top half of the second inning, taking the first pitch outside for ball 1 from Lauren Sperry. Now Sperry's 1-0. That one inside. Count now at 2-0. Sperry to Altman. Altman, the designated player here today for the Hillers. A sophomore. Now Sperry's 2-0 pitch on the way, and that one nubbed foul. We mentioned the lone senior on this Trinity team is Casey Hott. Only 2 juniors, Peyton Barr and Kirsten Walter. The rest are sophomores and plenty of freshmen. in the lineup for the Hillers here today. Now the 2-1. Sperry to Altman. That pitch low and inside. Count now at 3-1. I mentioned 2 seasons ago, Trinity went 20-6. Lost in the WPIL semifinals to Yock, but qualified for the state playoffs by winning a third-place consolation game over Southmoreland by a score of 10-1, and then had quite a run in the state playoffs. As Altman draws the walk there to lead off the top half of the second inning, and that'll bring up Ashley Reeves. The Hillers reeled off wins over Warren, Bell Vernon, and Bellwood Antis to advance to the PIAA championship game up at the Nittany Lions softball park in University Park as Reeves takes the first pitch for a strike there from Lauren Sperry. They lost in that title game to Bethlehem Catholic by a score of 2-0, but still quite a run for the Hillers back in 2015. But as we said, with only 2 juniors and 1 senior in the lineup this year, not very high expectations for the Hillers. Counting out 1-1, Sperry to Reeves. The talent's certainly there, but this team is very young. Maybe a year or 2 away from another playoff run, and there's a chopper, one-hopper, gloved down there by Shelby Michael. Long throw over to first in time to Haley Rusko to retire Reeves 5-3 for the first out of this top half of the second inning. Sloan Altman advancing down to second into scoring position. And now Nicole Van Kirk will come to the plate. And Sperry's first pitch to Van Kirk inside for ball 1. With Sloan Altman on second, and the Hillers down to it 2-0. Swing and a miss there. Now Van Kirk, who's playing center field today for the Hillers. Set to go again, 2-2 on the way. A little number going foul on the left side. Count remains 2-2. Laurel Highlands coming off a tough 18-2 loss against Albert Gallatin here at home last week. Albert Gallatin and Connellsville, believe it or not, the top 2 teams in the conference. We're representing Fayette County well here in 2017. That ball popped up in a shallow center field and dropped there by the second baseman, Caitlin Bricker. But a hard throw down to third in time to retire Altman. So a heads-up play there on the backup from Danielle Jones on a gun down to Shelby Michael and retiring the lead runner, Altman. Van Kirk will advance down to second. I think he had the initial error there credited against Bricker, but the save from Jones going 8-5 to retire the lead runner, Altman, and now 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning, and Ann Kozak at the plate. Kozak playing right field today, taking the first pitch outside for ball 1. Now Sperry's 1-0 to Kozak inside. Got now a 2-0. I'll see how aggressive Van Kirk is now at second base with 2 outs now in the inning. A 2-0 pitch on the way, high and outside. Got now 3-0, again first base empty with Van Kirk on second. And you have another freshman in Nicole Pyatt behind Kozak in the batting order for the Hillers. Now the 3-0 on the way, right down the pipe for a strike. Count now 3-1. Sperry trying to bounce back. Kozak set to go again. 3-1 pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 4. So the second walk of the inning issued by Sperry. Trinity still without a hit in this game. Had 3 walks issued and 1 error in the field by the Mustangs. Now Nicole Pyatt at the plate. Now 2 on with 2 outs, and Pyatt swings at the first pitch, sends it foul. Just to the left of the third base bag as we see it. And count at 0-1. Pyatt, the 5th Hiller to bat here in the top half of the second inning. Now Lauren set for her 0-1 to Nicole Pyatt. And Pyatt, a hard ground ball to short, getting in between the legs there of Allison Lowry, rounding third, and on her way to the plate is Nicole Van Kirk to score the Hillers' first run of the game. You have to score that, E6. Van Kirk scoring the run. Second error of the inning committed by the Mustangs. You have Peyton Barr in the top of the order now up for Trinity. First pitch to Barr, grounder to first. And with the routine play there, Rusko stepping on the bag for the third out of the inning. But the Hillers do pick up a run. After Sperry had a couple of walks, the Mustangs committed a couple of errors. It's 2-1. Laurel Highlands over Trinity as we move to the bottom half of the second inning here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Anemia occurs when one has a low number of blood cells and becomes weak, tired, and pale. Blood loss anemia warrants a careful exam of the digestive tract with traditional GI scopes and sometimes with pill scope technology. Offer the latest diagnostic testing for blood loss anemia. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Laurel Highlands with Lauren Sperry, Amanda Glusica, and Becca Marinelli. Due up here in the bottom half of the second inning. Laurel Highlands leading by a score of 2-1. Danielle Jones and Mia Fuller, who led off the bottom half of the first inning with doubles, scored the 2 Mustang runs so far in this game. Now the Mustangs trying to keep it going after yielding a run in the top half of the second inning, as Sperry takes ball 1 from Marlena Bozic. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball right down the pipe for a strike, 1-1. Mentioned the playoff run that Trinity had 2 years ago. The last time the Mustangs in the playoffs, 2013, as Sperry sends one right back at there at Bozic. And Bozic making the grab for the first out in this bottom half of the second inning. And I'll bring up number 1, Amanda Glusica, the designated player here today for the Mustangs. And Glusica swinging at the first pitch. Well hit ball out past the outstretched glove of Kirsten Walter and a 1-out single. Here in the bottom half of the second inning for Amanda Glusica. And I'll bring up Becca Marinelli. Marinelli playing right field today for the Mustangs, a junior. Lefty. The first pitch, just low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Bozic to Marinelli. That one low as well. Now down to second, sliding in safely. Amanda Glusica, the stolen base after Peyton Barr had a little trouble scooping up that last pitch from Marlena Bozic. Count now 2-0. And Bozic delivers. Low again. Count now 3-0. With one out here in the bottom half of the second inning, and Laurel Highlands leading 2-1. A 3-0 pitch on the way, right down the pipe for a strike. Looks like Marinelli was taking all the way there. Count now 3-1. That pitch outside for ball 4. So Marinelli walks. First walk issued of the game by Bozic. And Shelby Michael will be the fourth Mustang to bat here in this bottom half of the second inning. Michael, a Mustang sophomore, playing third base today. Now Bozic's first pitch, and therefore a strike. Laurel Highlands with Marinelli on first, Glusica on second. One out here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Mustangs having a 2-1 lead. And Shelby Michael facing an 0-1 count. And the 0-1 pitch sent foul down the third base line to bring the count to 0-2. We mentioned Laurel Highlands 4-11 a season ago, 0-16 back in 2015, 2-13 in 2014, but they were in the playoffs after a 7-10 record in 2013, losing to Ambridge 10-0 in the first round of the WPIL playoffs, a game played in Kennedy Township. Now the 0-2 pitch, sending it foul again, is Michael. Count remains at 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch in there for strike 3. So Michael's punched out. Second strikeout recorded by Bozic. Now 2 outs here in the inning. The top of the order due up, and Danielle Jones. Mentioned Jones double to right field. To lead off the bottom half of the first inning. Ended up scoring a run for the Mustangs. She'll take the pitch there on a delayed strike call by George Bortz. Counted 0-1. Now Jones with a couple of runners to work with now, with Marinelli on first and Glusica on second. Takes a pitch there low for ball 1 to even up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 on the way, and this one popped foul. Jones, Mia Fuller, Amanda Glusica, and Caitlin Bricker. 4 seniors that are in the Mustangs starting lineup here today. Now with 2 strikes on Danielle Jones, Bozic set with a 1-2, and Jones stays alive, fouling it off again on the right side. Count remains at 1-2. Joe Pergar, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mike Berry and Caitlin Kenny assist. Sean Gray, Trinity's head coach. 1-2 pitch here, and Jones with a line drive right up the middle into center field. Rounding third on her way to the plate, Amanda Glusica, and the throw comes in wide, so Glusica will score. On her way to third is Becca Marinelli. Danielle Jones into second. So Jones with an RBI single to center. Run scored there by Amanda Glusica. You have Becca Marinelli now down at third. Danielle Jones at second. And Mia Fuller, who drove in Jones back in the first inning at the plate. Mustangs now lead at 3-1. Fuller swings the first pitch, sends it foul down the third base line. Counted 0-1. Mia trying to keep it going for the Mustangs as they hold a 2-run cushion as we work here in the bottom half of the second inning. Next pitch on the way in there for a strike. 0-2. Now Bozick trying to get out of the inning on the Hillers side. 0-2 pitch on the way. Another ground ball there to short. Off the glove of Cameron Meyer into left field. Scoring on the play for Laurel Highlands, Becca Marinelli. I think you have to rule that E6. Marinelli with a run scored. Fuller now on first. Jones now on third. The lead at 4-1 with Allison Lowry coming to the plate. The first pitch to Lowry, another line drive into center field, but this one gloved down by Nicole Van Kirk to end the inning. But another nice inning out of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. They send 7 to the plate. Picked up another pair of runs, and after 2, it's Laurel Highlands 4 and Trinity 1. You're on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Casey Hott leads off the top half of the third inning for Trinity. Hott grounded out 4-3 back in the first inning. Lauren Sperry, the freshman, still on the mound for Laurel Highlands. Trinity with 1 run scored so far in this game. They've yet to pick up a hit, though. The Mustangs have committed 2 defensive errors so far. The first pitch here to Hott, grounder to third, having a little trouble with there. Shelby Michael unable to make the throw. So another error committed in the field there by Laurel Highlands. Have to score that E5. And Trinity with a runner on board to lead off this top half of the third inning. Now Marlena Bozick will come to the plate. Bozick walked and stole a pair of bases back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch here for strike 1. So the Mustangs now have committed 3 errors so far as we still work here very early on in the game. With nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. 0-1 pitch, popped foul on the right side. Brings the count to 0-2. The freshman Lauren Sperry so far has struck out 1, sitting down Cameron Meyer to end the first inning. Has walked 3 so far in the game. Bozick back in the first, and Altman and Kozak in the second. That pitch missing outside. It was an 0-2 pitch, so the count now moves to 1-2. You have Marlena Bozick and Kozak both in the Trinity lineup today. Couple of rhymers there. 1-2 pitch on the way. Hard ground ball, and again misplayed by the shortstop Allison Lowry.
Come on, Cam.
So Trinity now with runners on first and second. And Cameron Meyer coming to the plate. Meyer, as we said, a strikeout victim of Lauren Sperry back in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch here and sends it foul on the right side. Counted 0-1. So nice opportunity now for the Hillers with 2 on and nobody out. And the game tying run now at the plate. The 0-1 to Cameron Meyer, and Meyer, a well-hit ball here in the gap in left center field. The ball hits off the top of the wall, bounces back. And the runners had to hold. So that'll load up the bases. So Meyer about an inch away there from a 3-run home run. Ends up being the Hillers' first hit of the game. A single off the wall in left center. And I'll bring up Sloan Altman for the bases loaded. Altman walked to lead off the second inning. Sperry's first pitch to Altman, low for ball 1. Nowhere to put Altman now with the bases loaded. Oh, what a shot that was from Meyer. As we said, about an inch or two away from a 3-run home run. As Altman swings and misses there to even up the count at 1-1. Of course, the Mustangs can get a force out at any base right now. Infield a little in here. With the force play possible at home and a swing and a miss again out of Altman. And now 2 strikes on Sloan Altman. As Lauren Sperry and the Mustangs try to get out of a top of the third inning jam here at Mustang Field. 1-2 pitch on the way. Now off the inside of the back. Rounder here to short. Throw over to first in time. So 6-3 on the fielder's choice, but an RBI for Altman. Run scored for Casey Hott. And Trinity back to within 2 at 4-2. And now 1 out here in the inning after Altman was retired at first. And Ashley Reeves will come to the plate. Reeves grounded out 5-3 back in the second inning. Comes to the plate here with runners on second and third. She represents the go-ahead run. And she'll take the first pitch for ball 1. A nice little spot here for the Hillers. The possible comeback brewing here in the top half of the third inning. Next pitch. A little nubber here to second. The Mustangs will take the out at first. It's another fielder's choice. 4-3 RBI for Ashley Reeves. Runs scored for Marlena Bozick. And the Hillers back to within 1 at 4-3. Now Nicole Van Kirk will be the 6th Hiller to bat here in the top half of the third inning. First pitch to Van Kirk. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Cameron Meyer now at third for the Hillers. Lone runner on base. Now 2 outs in the inning and Van Kirk at the plate. And Van Kirk swings and misses there on the count at 0-2. Now 2 strikes on Nicole Van Kirk, the freshman center fielder. And Sperry delivers the 0-2 outside. A throwaway pitch there. Trying to get Van Kirk maybe to go after it. Now Sperry set for the 1-2. Pitch a little high and outside throw back down to third. And back safely there is Cameron Meyer. So the count now at 2-2. Sperry to Van Kirk. And a 2-2 pitch on the way, and Van Kirk again sends it foul. Over our camera location and out of play. I have to think they'd lose a fair number of balls here with the way this field is situated. Hills all around. So another 2-2 pitch, Lauren Sperry to Nicole Van Kirk. It's on the way, and Van Kirk nubbing it foul again to stay alive. The week we're recording this game, the Laurel Highlands baseball team is down in South Carolina, playing 3 games out of state this week. They'll return to action this coming Monday, taking on Franklin Regional. A game will carry here on the South Union Township Sports Network. That pitch high for ball 3, so we'll go full 3-2, and now Trinity trying to get a little cute here, and they score a run. So it appeared that you'd have Meyer in a run down there, but Meyer on the quick jet to home after Sickles sent the ball in Shelby Michaels' direction. And Meyer tying this game up at 4. So a big play there for the Hillers to pull even in this game. And that's ball 4 to Nicole Van Kirk. I don't think Van Kirk even realized it was ball 4, and Van Kirk, who was down 0-2 in the count, worked her way back, got on base. The Hillers with 3 runs now in this top half of the 3rd inning have tied this game up at 4, with Ann Kozak now at the plate. Runner going again, and the throw from Sickles in time to retire Nicole Van Kirk. So a nice gun there from Sickles on the throw down. Van Kirk caught stealing to end the inning. As we said, a very productive inning for the Trinity Hillers. They pick up 3 runs and only 1 hit. The Mustangs committed 2 errors in the field. And you also had the walk issue to Van Kirk. So as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, Laurel Highlands and Trinity tied at 4 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Haley Rusko, Mercedes Sickles, and Lauren Sperry due up for the Mustangs to lead off the bottom half of the third inning. This game now tied at 4. Laurel Highlands with 4 runs on 4 hits so far in this game. And swinging at the first pitch there, sending it off to short, was Haley Rusko, but Meyer with a throw over to Ashley Reeves to retire Rusko 6-3 for the first outs of this bottom half of the third inning. Now Mercedes Sickles at the plate. Sickles struck out swinging to end the bottom half of the first inning. Mustang sophomore. And kind of sense a little confidence back on the Hiller side. First pitch there from Bozick to Sickles inside for ball 1. After the Hillers plated 3 runs on the top half of the third inning. That pitch a little off-speed pitch, missing high. Count now 2-0. Bozick to Sickles. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. 2-0 pitch. Another off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Count now 2-1, whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, on our South Union Township YouTube page. If you haven't found us on YouTube yet, just search South Union Television on YouTube. You'll find all of our broadcasts available on demand anytime you'd like to watch them. Swing and a miss there out of Sickles. Count now at 2-2 with 1 out in this game tied at 4 as we work here in the bottom half of the third inning. 2-2 pitch. Bozick to Sickles. Low and inside. Count now at 3-2. Lauren Sperry due up next for the Mustangs. And a full 3-2 count now. Bozick to Sickles. Pitch on the way, and Sickles ropes it foul on the left side. They need to find a ball here. We talked about the fact that you'd likely see your fair share of lost balls here today. They have to retrieve one out of the Mustang dugout. They have a hill to our left. It goes up towards Laurel Highlands High School. That in right field over the right field wall. A big hill drops below. And a big hill drops on any balls hit into foul territory on the right side, including that one. Goes over Jerry's camera position and out of play. Count remains at 3-2. I'd have to think it might be quite a chore to retrieve those balls down the hill to our right. 3-2 pitch on the way again, and once again sent foul over the hill on the right side. Now they need to find another ball. They'll dig one out of the Mustang dugout again. Yeah, search party down there. Find some of those lost balls. Oh, 3-2 again. And another nubber foul. This time at least staying within the field of play. We certainly have a battle here between Bozick and Sickles. And this game tied at 4. 1 out as we work here in the bottom half of the third inning. 3-2 again. Ruled strike 3 right at the knees. It was close. And George Bort says strike 3. And for the second time in this game, Bozick sends down Sickles, and we have 2 away here in the bottom half of the third. With freshman Lauren Sperry coming to the plate. Sperry sent a line drive back at Bozick that was gloved down back in the second inning. Resulted in the first out of that inning. She'll take the first pitch here, high and inside. It's certainly an entertaining game so far at 4-4. You're in the bottom half of the third, and Sperry sending that one foul down the third baseline. I count it 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside, counted 2-1. Bozic set again. That one again, low and inside. The count now favoring Sperry at 3-1. Bozic's 3-1 pitch. High for ball 4. So for Marlena Bozic, only the second walk she's issued in this game. She's now struck out 3. And we're going to get a courtesy runner on here for the pitcher, Lauren Sperry. It'll be Taylor Maggart. Will run for Sperry. You might remember Maggart for some of our soccer broadcasts in the fall here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Now Amanda Glusica at the plate. Two outs here in the bottom half of the third. Game tied at 4. And Maggart on a run for Sperry. And Glusica, who singled, stole a base, and scored a run back in the second inning, takes the first pitch here for ball 1 from Marlena Bozic. Now the 1-0. Low for ball 2, but there's Maggart running down to second after the pass ball, getting away from Peyton Barr. Count now at 2-0. And Glusica now set up now with Maggart in scoring position at second. 2-0 pitch on the way in there for a strike. Could have been one that Glusica could have jumped on. Certainly within her wheelhouse. 2-1 on the way, and that one sent right back up the middle, but over to Casey Hart at second, who makes the throw over to Ashley Reeves at first to retire Amanda Glusica 4-3 to end the inning. So the Mustangs strand Taylor Maggart after Lauren Sperry walked. Maggart came on as the courtesy runner. The Mustangs are unable to come away with any runs here in the bottom half of the third inning, so as headed to the top half of the fourth. This game still tied at 4 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown in Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Top half of the fourth inning, and Kozak, Nicole Pyatt, and Peyton Barr are due up for Trinity. Trinity and Laurel Highlands tied at 4. Lauren Sperry still on the mound for the Mustangs. The first pitch, a line drive dropping in. And shallow right center for Ann Kozak. Only the second hit of the game for the Trinity Hillers. And freshman Kozak picks it up to lead off this top half of the fourth inning. And Nicole Pyatt, who reached via an error back in the second inning, will come to the plate. She'll swing at the first pitch and pop it up on the right side. It'll go over the Trinity dugout and out of play. Counted 0-1. And after Pyatt, it's the top of the order in Peyton Barr. Sperry's 0-1, and showing bunt there is Pyatt. Pitch ruled a strike, and the count now at 0-2. As the Hillers try to play a little small ball here in the top half of the fourth. Now the 0-2 on the way. High and outside. Did Pyatt go around? We'll check with Bill Beener, who says no. Now the 1-2 pitch. And Pyatt with a line drive there. One hopped. Was it caught? The ruling was caught there by Lowry. Over to Rusko. And Kozik doubled off the bag. Very close over there at short. We'll take a look at the replay and see if Lowry did indeed get her glove underneath it. On that little nubber from Pyatt, and on the throw over to Rusko, they double off Kozak. And now 2 outs in the top of the order in Peyton Barr. And Barr quickly behind 0-1. And quite a bang-bang play there, resulting in 2 outs. As we work in a 4-4 game, and there's Barr with a line drive and glove down, a little hop and a catch for Mia Fuller to end the inning. So you have the Kozak single, Pyatt with a line drive caught by Lowry, who sent it over to Rusko to double up Kozik. Now Peyton Barr on the fly out over to Mia Fuller in the left. And we'll head to the bottom half of the fourth inning with this game still tied at 4 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The Fayette Furnace Company, established in 1920 with over 100 years of combined experience in the industry. They are employee-owned and operated. They take pride in solving your home heating and air conditioning needs. They are the area's oldest and most reliable HVAC contractor. They specialize in creating quality energy-saving comfort for your home by using the most advanced technology in the industry. Along with the Carrier Corporation, Fayette Furnace can put together a system to improve your comfort, save you money on energy consumption, and improve any deficiencies in your existing system. They specialize in green speed inverter technology and split systems, ductless split units, zoning, radiant heat, boilers, hot water tanks, tankless water heaters, and many more applications. Call the Fayette Furnace Company today at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400. Ask for Mike to schedule a free consultation.
We're back here at Mustang Field, tied at 4, Laurel Highlands and Trinity. As we move to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Becca Marinelli, Shelby Michael, and Danielle Jones due up for the Mustangs. Lefty Marinelli swinging at the first pitch, sending it right back to Marlena Bozick, who sends it over to Ashley Reeves to retire Becca Marinelli 1-3 for the first out in this bottom half of the fourth inning. Laurel Highlands with 4 runs on 4 hits so far in this game. The Hillers have committed 1 error defensively. Now Shelby Michael, who struck out looking back in the second inning, comes to the plate with 1 out and nobody on. Swings at the first pitch here and sends it foul on the left side. Up next for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs after this game against Trinity here today. The Mustangs will hit the road later on this week. Travel to McKeesport and Bell Vernon. There's a ground ball there to third, fielded by Walther. Over to Reeves to retire Michael 5-3 for the second out of the inning. The McKeesport game on Thursday, the Bell Vernon game on Friday. And Laurel Highlands and Uniontown will meet here on April the 24th. That'll be the next home game for the Mustangs. A non-conference game, though, this year with Laurel Highlands and Uniontown playing in different classifications. The Red Raiders playing in 4A ball this year. Of course, Laurel Highlands in 5A. And the two teams were in the same conference a season ago. And Laurel Highlands swept the season series over Uniontown, winning games by scores of 4-2 and 7-6. This year, the game will just be for city pride for the teams in different conferences. You have Danielle Jones already at the plate, and the count at 1-1 with 2 outs here in the inning. And Jones taking strike 2 there on the outside corner. Now the count at 1-2. Pitch on the way low. Count now at 2-2. In fact, the Mustangs only 3 home games left after today. I mentioned the Uniontown game. They'll have games against Thomas Jefferson and Connellsville. Also at home later on this season. There's a little nubber there in a shallow center, but coming on to make the grab, Nicole Van Kirk for the 3rd out of the inning, retiring Danielle Jones. So 1-2-3, bottom half of the 4th inning. Light of the top half of the 5th. This game still tied at 4. Laurel Highlands and Trinity here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Casey Hott, Marlena Bozick, and Cameron Meyer due up for Trinity here in the top half of the 5th inning. This game still tied at 4. Trinity and Laurel Highlands here for Mustang Field. And Hott taking the first pitch for a strike from the freshman Lauren Sperry. And you can't ask for better weather for a high school softball game here today. Bright sunshine, 75 degrees. A 1 pitch. Missing outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Now Sperry set with a 1-1 to Hott and a line drive here to center field. Glove down by Danielle Jones for the first out of this top half of the 5th inning. Up next for Trinity, they'll have a home and home. Coming up later on this week against Connellsville, they'll host the Falcons on Thursday before traveling to Connellsville on Friday. These two teams will meet again at Trinity on April the 28th. And the first delivery, high and outside to Marlena Bozick. Pitcher versus pitcher here, Sperry to Bozick. And the Hillers entered play today, 2-4 overall, 0-4 in conference play. 1-0 pitch, and this one sent high in the air, but foul over the Hillers dugout to our right. Count at 1-1. Bozick walked and stole 2 bases back in the 1st inning. Reached via an error and scored a run in the 3rd inning. This is her 3rd plate appearance of the game, coming here in the 5th. 1-1 pitch. Just missing outside. It was close. With a count at 2-1. Certainly a busy time of the year for baseball and softball. We talked about the Laurel Highlands baseball team earlier. Also, youth baseball will be getting underway in South Union Township over the next week or so. Well, plenty of youth baseball broadcasts throughout the course of the season here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Of course, the South Union rec season starting in April, but some of the all-star games don't end until mid to late July. 3-1 pitch on the way, ground ball right back up the middle into center field. The ball gets underneath the glove of Danielle Jones in center as well. And that will allow Marlena to get down to second. So I think you have to score that. A single for Bozick, getting to second on the error from Jones. And the Hillers now with Bozick, who represents the go-ahead run in scoring position with one out here in the top half of the fifth inning. And Cameron Meyer at the plate. Remember, Meyer just missed out on a 3-run home run last time up back in the third inning. Set it off the top of the fence in left center field. Was scored a single after two runners were on base and had to hold their position. Loaded up the bases at that point, and Meyer would end up scoring later on in the inning. Meyer taking the first pitch here for ball one. Now the sophomore ready for Sperry's 1-0 pitch, which Meyer fouls off on the right side to even up the count at 1-1. Mustangs have now committed 5 errors on the field so far in this game. The Bozick single, just the third hit of the game for the Hillers. One pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Now 2 strikes on Cameron Meyer. Big spot in the game here for both of these teams as we start to work into the later innings. One-two pitch. Just missing outside. Bozick getting a little jumpy there off the second base back. Count out 2-2. Sperry to Meyer. Not right in the wheelhouse, but popped up into left field. Coming on and making the grab there, Mia Fuller for the second out of the inning. Bozick having to hold position at second base. Now Sloan Altman will come to the plate. Altman walked back in the second inning. Grounded into a fielder's choice. But picked up an RBI on that ground ball back in the third inning. So this is her third plate appearance of the game. She is the fourth Hiller to bat here in the top half of the fifth inning. And she'll take the first pitch, just missing. Low and outside for ball one. Now Sperry ready for the 1-0 to Altman. It's on the way and right down the middle for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. I mentioned the fact that it's been a tough start for both of these teams so far this season. Play started today with Connellsville and Albert Gallatin atop the conference, and that pitch fouled off. And you had Bozick running on the play as well. She'll have to go back to second. Now the count at 1-2. Again, 2 outs here in the inning. And a big pitch here, Lauren Sperry to Sloan Altman. 1-2. And that pitch just missing outside, even up the count at 2-2. And another close pitch. Just missing off the corner. So now the count at 2-2. And Sperry delivers inside. And we're full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the fifth. Game tied at 4. First base is open with Bozick on second. Lone runner on right now for the Hillers. Payoff pitch to Altman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big pitch there for Lauren Sperry. Recording her second strikeout of the game, sending down Altman to end the Hillers' top half of the fifth inning. So this game between Laurel Highlands and Trinity still tied at 4 as we head to the bottom half of the fifth here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
We're in the bottom of the fifth inning, tied at 4. Trinity and Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Mia Fuller at the plate for Laurel Highlands, showing bunt, lays it down, but it goes foul on the left side. It's Mia Fuller, Allison Lowry, and Haley Rusko due up for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the fifth. Laurel Highlands scored their runs in the early innings. 2 in the first, 2 in the second for their 4. Now the 0-1, missing low to Mia Fuller. The count now 1-1. Trinity with a run scored in the second and 3 in the top half of the third inning. Now the 1-1, Bozick to Fuller, missing low and inside. Count out 2-1. Fuller with an RBI double back in the first inning, ended up scoring a run and then reached via an error back in the second inning. So she's been on board during both of her plate appearances so far in this game. Mustang senior facing a 2-1 pitch here from Marlena Bozick, which misses inside as the count moves to 3-1. Now the 3-1 on the way, sent foul on the left side, and we'll go full of 3-2. Trinity and Laurel Highlands both looking for their first conference win of the season. 3-2 pitch on the way, and this ground ball hopped over to Walter at third. Throw in time to Ashley Reeves at first, retire Fuller 5-3. For the first down of this bottom half of the fifth inning. And I'll bring up freshman Allison Lowry. Lowry was retired 5-3 back in the first inning, but picked up an RBI driving in Fuller. Then Lowry flying out to Nicole Van Kirk to end the second inning. So her third plate appearance of the game coming here in the fifth with 1 out and no one on. And the first pitch sent foul off the screen to our left. And the count at 0-1. As we said, Connellsville entering play today at 5-0 in the conference. Albert Gallatin at 5-1. Thomas Jefferson at 4-2, and Ringgold at 3-3. Those would be your 4 playoff teams if the postseason got underway right now. McKeesport at 2-4. Trinity sitting at 0-4, and the Mustangs at 0-5 entering play today. And there's a line drive off the glove of Bozick and right up the middle into center field. Have to rule that a hit for Allison Lowry on a well-hit ball to give the Mustangs a base runner with 1 out here in the bottom half of the fifth. That one hopping all around. We mentioned it going off of Bozick's glove, then going off the second base bag before settling in center field in front of Nicole Van Kirk. And now Haley Rusko at the plate. She's 0 for 2 today and takes the first pitch here for strike 1. Rusko grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning, grounded out 6-3 back in the third. 0-1 pitch here, and Rusko went a chase on that one. Off a breaking ball delivery from Bozick as the count moves to 0-2. No 2 on the way, and this one nubbed on the right side, and it'll sneak through. Lowry on her way to second. And Rusko, a little nub single on the right side, giving the Mustangs back-to-back hits here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Now 2 on, 1 out, and Mercedes Sickles coming to the plate. Sickles also 0 for 2 so far in this game. A pair of strikeouts in the first and third innings, respectively. First pitch here to Sickles, missing low and inside. We'll see how aggressive now Lowry at second and Rusko at first get on the base paths. Of course, Rusko can't go anywhere unless Lowry's running as well. You have 1 out in the inning. And the 1-0 pitch to Sickles, which is low and inside. Good job there by the catcher, Peyton Barr, to block it and force the runners Lowry and Rusko to remain at their current positions. The count now at 2-0. And the pitch on the way, in there for a strike. Sickles batting from the number 5 position of the Mustangs batting lineup. Big spot for her here. 2-1 pitch. This one sent high in the air to center field. And Van Kirk is there to make the grab. Van Kirk shielding the sun with the shades on. Retiring Sickles after Mercedes sent a well-hit ball in Nicole Van Kirk's direction. Now 2 outs here in the inning. And Lauren Sperry coming to the plate. Sperry swinging at the first pitch. Was it caught in the air? The ruling is no. Throw over to first. Ruled in time. And a little pause there between Bill Beener and George Bortz. And they're going to rule the out at first. It was close to whether the initial catch was made there by Cameron Meyer at short, but still the end result the same. Sperry retired, and that'll end the bottom half of the fifth inning, and this game still tied at 4. Laurel Highlands and Trinity. The Mustangs picked up 2 hits in the bottom half of the fifth inning, but leave Lowry and Rusko stranded and move to the top half of the sixth, tied at 4 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Moving now to the top half of the sixth inning, Ashley Reeves, Nicole Van Kirken, and Kozak due up for Trinity. Trinity and Laurel Highlands still tied at 4. Haven't had a run scored in this game since the top half of the third inning. Now the first pitch here to Ashley Reeves, and Reeves swings and misses with a pitch from Lauren Sperry. Counted 0-1. Both Sperry and Bozick have gone the entire way so far for their respective teams in this game. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Reeves, who's at the plate right now, grounded out 5-3 in the second inning. Picked up an RBI on a fielder's choice in the third inning. Now behind 0-2 is Reeves here against Lauren Sperry. The 0-2 pitch right down the pipe. Hard ground ball right in between the wickets of Shelby Michael. So Reeves reaching first. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. It'll be number 27 here for Trinity, Emily Beitler. Beitler, a sophomore. We'll move into the number 7 position in the Trinity batting lineup here in the sixth inning. So Beitler getting some instructions down the third base line. With Reeves on first and nobody else. As we work here in the top half of the sixth inning. The first pitch to Emily Beitler. She's showing bunt. Pitch high and outside. Beitler pulls it back. Back on the first base bag is Ashley Reeves. So the bunting specialist Beitler had 1-0. Squares around again. This one fouled back by Emily. The count now 1-1. As the Hillers try to play a little small ball here to bring around Reeves, who at this point represents the go-ahead run. 1-1 pitch. Beitler again to bunt, lays it down. Nice bunt there down the third base line. Played by Michael over to Rusko to retire Beitler. 5-3 on the fielder's choice, but Reeves advances down to second, so Beitler did her job. Now another pinch hitter. This will be number 35 coming on here for Trinity. It'll be Abby Dorig. Another sophomore coming in for Ann Kozak. You also have a courtesy runner coming on here at second as well. And you're going to have Angela Smith, a freshman, now running for Beitler. Check that for Reeves. Excuse me, Smith running for Reeves. And Abby Dorig now at the plate, facing Lauren Sperry. And Dorig swinging away here, missing on the first pitch from Sperry. And counted 0-1. One out, top of the sixth. Game tied at 4. Sperry's 0-1 to Dorig, and Dorig sends it foul on the left side. Count now at 0-2. Nicole Pyatt is scheduled up next on the Trinity side, and she is loosening up in the on-deck circle. Now the 0-2 pitch to Abby Dorig, just missing off the plates. Count out 1-2. That was close. Down 0-2. A little surprise there. Dorig wasn't a little more aggressive. Now they count at 1-2. Dorick swings and misses. And there's strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Lauren Sperry. Now 2 outs here in the inning. And Nicole Pyatt will come to the plate. Pyatt reached via an error in the second inning and flew out into a 6-4-3 double play. In the fourth, after the first pitch here is nubbed foul, counted 0-1. This one popped high in the air on the left side. Should be a routine play here for the Mustangs, and the grab made by the shortstop Allison Lowry to end the top half of the 6th. So the Hillers end up stranding Ashley Reeves. And it ended up being Angela Smith on the bag after Reeves reached via an error. And the Hillers unable to pick up the go-ahead runs. Will move to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Still, this game tied at 4 between Laurel Highlands and Trinity here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
The Fayette Furnace Company, established in 1920 with over 100 years of combined experience in the industry. They are employee-owned and operated. They take pride in solving your home heating and air conditioning needs. They are the area's oldest and most reliable HVAC contractor. They specialize in creating quality energy-saving comfort for your home by using the most advanced technology in the industry. Along with the Carrier Corporation, Fayette Furnace can put together a system to improve your comfort, save you money on energy consumption, and improve any deficiencies in your existing system. They specialize in green speed inverter technology and split systems, ductless split units, zoning, radiant heat, boilers, hot water tanks, tankless water heaters, and many more applications. Call the Fayette Furnace Company today at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400. Ask for Mike to schedule a free consultation.
Amanda Glusica, Becca Marinelli, and Shelby Michael due up for Laurel Highlands here in the bottom half of the 6th. This game still tied at 4. Laurel Highlands and Trinity. It's been that way since the 3rd inning. And Glusica, who's 1 for 2 and scored a run in this game, takes ball 1 inside for Marlena Bozick. Ashley Reeves re-entered the game at first base for Trinity. Abby Dorick in for Ann Kozik in right. Nicole Van Kirk re-entering in center, and this ball sent in Abby Dorick's direction in right field. And Dorick still on and came very close to retiring Glusica, who was ruled safe at first. So a single to right field for Amanda Glusica. The heads-up play there from Abby Dorick in right on the quick throw-in to Ashley Reeves. Now a runner on for the Mustangs, and Becca Marinelli at the plate. Marinelli showing bunt, pulls back, pitch low, nice block from Barr. And they count at 1-0. Marinelli walked and scored a run back in the 2nd inning, grounded out 1-3 back in the 4th inning. Again showing bunt, pulling back, counted 2-0. Quick throw over to first, very close over there. But back safely again, Amanda Glusica. Again, Glusica representing the go-ahead run. Counted 2-0. That pitch outside, and one correction, the Mustangs, which A pinch hitter at the plate. That was screened initially there. It's Jenna Bliss. So Bliss at the plate. And squaring around, pulling back. Pitch missing inside, and that's ball 4. So Bliss inserted to pinch hit for Becca Marinelli and draws a walk to give the Mustangs runners on first and second with nobody out, and Shelby Michael coming to the plate. Michael 0 for 2 today. Her first hit of the game would come here in a big spot, showing bunt again, pulling back. And a pitch missing for ball 1, and now a little talk here on the mound. As Bozek not looking sharp right now, having some trouble finding the strike zone. Let's see, we might have a pitching change here on the Trinity side. Trinity's head coach Sean Gray bringing his entire infield over. A little strategy discussion in this 4-4 game as we work here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And the meeting broken up. And Bozek remaining on the mound. The count 1-0 to Shelby Michael. Bozek's pitch, Michael showing bunt, pulls back, and that ball scoots underneath Peyton Barr. Runners advance. Glusica down to third. And Jenna Bliss into second. Here's Shelby Michael right now. A ground ball in play could very easily score a run. Two-0 pitch, sent foul. Behind Michael, you have the top of the order in Danielle Jones and Mia Fuller, and both have been very productive so far today. Two-one pitch. This one fouled back again by Shelby Michael. Michael struck out looking back in the second inning, grounded out 5-3 back in the 4th inning. Now the 2-2 to Shelby Michael, and a line drive on the right side. Glove there by Abby Dorig, and a quick gun into home will keep the Mustang runners at their stations. Glusick at third and Bliss at second. You can see why Dorig was inserted. Quite an arm out there in right field, has showcased that twice already this half inning. Now runners still on second and third, top of the order, and Danielle Jones, who takes strike 1. The Mustang senior coming to the plate here in a big spot. She's 2 for 3 so far today. That pitch missing low to even up the count at 1-1. Jones doubled and scored a run in the first inning. Picked up an RBI single in the second. Flew out in a well-hit ball to Nicole Van Kirk in the 4th. Takes another pitch inside here that almost clipped her. Count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 to Jones. Low for ball 3. First base is open with Glusica down at third and Bliss at second. And you have Mia Fuller due up next. Infield in, trying to protect the run in a 4-4 game. 3-1 pitch on the way, and that's ball 4. Runners will hold their stations. And Danielle Jones walks to load the bases for Mia Fuller. And the advantage the Hillers now have at this juncture is the fact they can get a force out at any station. Fuller with an RBI double, scored a run in the first inning, reached via an error in the second inning and grounded out 5-3 in the 4th. And a well-hit ball here in a foul territory over the fence and out of play. Count moves to 0-1. Allison Lowry due up behind Fuller in the Mustang lineup. And Lowry also picked up a hit last time up. Fuller at the plate now is the 5th Mustang to bat here in this half inning. 0-1 pitch on the way, just missing inside. Count at 1-1. Game tied at 4. 1-1 pitch right down the pipe. Now Fuller has to protect the plate with 2 strikes on her. The count at 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, just missing low. Count now 2-2. Bozick to Fuller. 2-2 on the way, and a ground ball here to second. They'll come home for the force out. Is it in time? Yes, it is. On the gun down, Casey Hart to Peyton Barr to retire the lead runner. Fielder's choice 4-2. And we have 2 outs here in the inning. Wow. Credit Casey Hart on the throw. Barr on the catch. This game still tied at 4 now with Allison Lowry at the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. And Lowry swings to the first pitch and it gets through on the left side. Mustangs take the lead. Jenna Bliss around to score. A big RBI single for Allison Lowry. And the Mustangs up 5-4. Back-to-back hits late in this game for the freshman Allison Lowry. The Mustangs now up 1, and there's Haley Rusko with a ground ball getting through into center field. And that one scoring Danielle Jones. RBI single for Haley Rusko. And the Mustangs get an insurance run now up 6-4. And Mercedes Sickles, the 8th Mustang to bat in this bottom half of the 6th inning. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. First pitch literally rolled into the plate and scooped up there by Peyton Barr. Sickles 0 for 3 today. Coming to the plate here, the bases loaded. That pitch missing low. You have to think of pressure off a little bit too, with the Mustangs now up 2 at 6-4. You let one rip here, he could blow the game wide open. 2-0 on the way, and Sickles pops it up on the left side, getting under it and making the grab to end the inning. Cameron Meyer, but the Mustangs pick up 2, and they lead 6-4. Hillers down to their final 3 outs, and we come back. 6-4 Mustangs here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Trinity down to their final 3 outs. Laurel Highlands 6, Trinity 4. Hillers, though, at the top of the order up here for the top half of the 7th inning. Peyton Barr, Casey Hott, and Marlena Bozick. Lauren Sperry has gone the distance so far for the Mustangs. First pitch here to Barr, popped up by Barr, and the grab made by the shortstop Allison Lowry for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Just what the Mustangs wanted defensively. Now Casey Hott at the plate, the only Trinity senior on the roster. Has scored 1 run so far this afternoon after she reached via an error in the 3rd inning. Recorded outs in the 1st and the 5th. Taking the first pitch here for ball 1 from Lauren Sperry. Now Sperry's 1-0. That pitch is a little high and outside. Now 2-0. The Mustangs looking for their first conference win of the season as they lead by 2 here in the top half of the 7th. 2-0 pitch, low and outside. Count now moves to 3-0. The only other Laurel Highlands win came down at Myrtle Beach as Laurel Highlands defeated North Ohio by an 11-10 margin back on March the 25th. That pitch in there for a strike as the count moves to 3-1. One out already in the inning. Base is empty. Hillers need at least 2 to extend this game. 3-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball here to short. Lowry there. Throw over to first in time to Haley Rusko to retire. Casey Hott 6-3 for the second outs of this top half of the 7th inning. Now Marlena Bozick will have to extend this game for the Hillers by reaching base, or the Mustangs will pick up their first conference win of the season. First pitch in there for a strike to Marlena Bozick. Now the 0-1 pitch, just off the plates. Count out 1-1. One pitch on the way, sent foul. Now Lauren Sperry and the Mustangs just a strike away from ending this one. Now Sperry's set for the 1-2. Pitch on the way, and this one nubbed to second, and a grab made by Caitlin Bricker to end it. So Bricker with a grab, and the Mustangs hang on with a 6-4 win over the Trinity Hillers. We're back to tell you all about it right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back here at Mustang Field where the Laurel Highlands Mustangs have defeated the Trinity Hillers by a score of 6-4 here today. The Mustangs improving to 2-8 overall and 1-5 in Section 2-5A play. The loss dropping Trinity to 2-5 overall and 0-4 in conference play. Laurel Highlands finishing the game with 6 runs on 9 hits. The Mustangs escape after committing 6 errors in the field. Trinity with 4 runs on 3 hits. The Hillers only committing 1 error in the game. Trinity scoring their first run of the game back in the top half of the second inning. They added 3 runs in the top half of the third inning, but were unable to score again the rest of the way. The Mustangs started with 2 runs in the bottom half of the first inning after Danielle Jones doubled. Should be driven in by Mia Fuller, and Allison Lowry would drive in Fuller. And then in the second inning, after Lauren Sperry with a line out to start the inning, Amanda Glusica singled, stole a base. Jenna Bliss would end up walking, and both Glusica and Bliss, check that, Glusica and Becca Marinelli. Bliss would end up coming on later on in the game in that position, but it was Marinelli at that juncture in the game would end up scoring second inning runs for the Mustangs. And then in the 6th inning, the Mustangs started off the inning with an Amanda Glusica single to right field. Jenna Bliss then came on for Marinelli, walked. She would end up scoring a run along with Danielle Jones, who also walked. Allison Lowry with an RBI single, and Haley Rusko with another RBI single. Lowry driving in the game-winning run, and Rusko adding some insurance for the Mustangs as well with another RBI driving in Danielle Jones. The Mustangs pick up a much-needed 6-4 win over the Trinity Hillers here today at Mustang Field. Today's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Terry Dupay. Your final score, Laurel Highlands 6 and Trinity 4. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.